You know, sometimes when I read Charlie Intel, I can't help but laugh my ass off. What's up, guys? It's Jack, and welcome back to another video. So, while I've been on this very small hiatus, you know, it might as well be called a hiatus now whenever I don't post a video for a day or close to 2 days or whatnot. But while I was away, dealing with a whole bunch of life shit happening and stressful times, you know, a lot of good mixed in with bad. It's kind of like macaroni and cheese mixed with a little bit of shit, so to speak. But hey, it is what it is. That's how life is, you know. It happens. You just gotta roll with the punches, you know. So anyway, kind of like Call of Duty. But so I get back on Charlie Intel, and there's some good and bad, or potentially bad news. And one of the reasons why I laugh is because I can read the bullshit between the lines, and yet I totally understand why they like to word such things the way they do. Because a company such as Activision, or a representative of Activision, whether they're one of the higher ups or the highest up, or whether they're just one of the regular guys or whatnot, they can't even in a small way talk anything negative about their company, or potentially negative or whatnot, or questionable about their company. They need to make themselves look good no matter what kind of a big piece of shit they are. If their job is to make you believe that no matter how much shit, okay, they have all over themselves, that they don't stink. Okay, that's their job. That's what they do. So I mean, why do you think we have these reveal events, really? I mean, they're there to hype up the game, and then hopefully we get a good game out of it, and we don't. Well, they sold us on the hype, so therefore they became very successful because of it. And they took the money, and wham bam, there you go. So the good news, Modern Warfare 4, or Call of Duty 2019, according to leaks, pretty much that we're going to have a campaign, and that is really good. And again, even though there's no campaign posted on this channel, and even though I don't play campaigns anymore, now if I had to disable my internet, first of all, I would make a video telling you that I would disable my internet. But if I had to disable my internet, one thing's for damn sure is that I would play the campaign a lot. I'd play the single player games, obviously, because that's the only thing I'd be able to play. Maybe against bots as well in terms of multiplayer. But I'd be playing all those extra modes, and I'd be playing a lot of the single player games, and I'd be trying to go for achievements or trophies or whatever the deal is. So I would have a lot of that going on, right? But even though I don't really do that, because as of right now I'm still able for the time being to afford internet, so I basically stick to multiplayer, which is what I like. And on top of that, I've got the channel as well, which gives me another reason to play. But for the main reason, I just enjoy multiplayer. But the thing is, I'm really happy when a chunk of our community is happy, because you are a part of the community, whether you play zombies, multiplayer, blackout, whatever the hell it is, whatever form of Call of Duty that you decide to play, you are a part of our community, and we can't afford to have any part of our community to be severed from the rest, because quite frankly, that's basically how the community dies. You have to do your absolute best to please the most amount of people possible. I know it's damn near impossible to please everybody. As a matter of fact, it probably is impossible to please everybody, but at least you could try to please the most amount of people you can. So anyway, good news. Modern Warfare 4 Call of Duty 2019 is going to have a campaign. Alright, that's a step in the right direction. They haven't really mentioned anything about Blackout, or they have mentioned a cooperative type of game. Now, cooperative type of game could be anything. A lot of you guys have been talking to me in the comment section that you really want Spec Ops to make a return, especially since it's a staple of Modern Warfare. And quite frankly, it would make all the sense in the world for that to happen, especially since Spec Ops has been MIA for years now, since Modern Warfare 3, and a lot of people really liked it and the different variations of it. So quite frankly, they could always build upon what they had before, and at the same time give that portion of the fan base something new that they haven't really tried with before. So, and at the same time, I think I don't know about how everybody else feels about zombies, but I'm starting to get the feeling that maybe zombies is starting to become a little too repetitive, and it's gone a little bit too far off base, according to a couple things that I've read in the comment section, as well as a couple things that I've seen as well in other videos or other comments or whatever that is, Twitter. So Spec Ops overall seems to be the right way to go. and obviously hopefully with multiplayer. But here's the thing that got me, okay, and I'm looking at the Charlie Intel article that I was talking about that kind of made me laugh. So basically the title is Activision Blizzard plans company-wide restructuring to focus on delivering more content to players, including Call of Duty. Now remember, with Black Ops 4, they've already proven to us what content means to them, right? I mean, stickers, spray paint, and all that shit. It's like, yeah, we're getting a very small percentage of the good stuff that we as a player base actually want, and a very high percentage of the shit that we don't want. Now, according to them, on the 19th, when they have their next big content thing or whatever the hell they have planned for us, that's going to be their biggest thing yet so far. And again, their iteration of biggest may not exactly agree with ours or vice versa. You know what I mean? So only time will tell, and we will see we will see exactly what the hell they're talking about by the time they release it. I hate to sound like a pessimistic person, but I'm not expecting much. But with that being said, I hope I am wrong. So anyway, they also mentioned that this is pretty interesting here. I made one of the first videos I ever made on YouTube was me talking about what if Activision, Treyarch, Sledgehammer Games, and Infinity Ward would combine forces. So in this article it says here, and I quote, "We are also increasing coordination across our Call of Duty studios with unified development leadership and more unified tools and technology to create a more consistent user experience and leverage our development scale and expertise." Okay, so and then a little bit further down it says Activision newly appointed president Rob Kostic, I hope I pronounced that right, also spoke briefly on how they plan to re-engage the community, blah blah blah. And it basically goes like this, and I quote, "Now in terms of Black Ops 4, it delivered better unit sales than Black Ops 3 in its launch quarter." By the way, I'm going to say that they so far Black Ops 4 didn't deserve that in my opinion. Black Ops 3 had a much better launch, and overall as of now is a much better game. That's just my opinion. Hate on me all you want. Anyway, let's keep going with this quote here. So what we have is a really strong foundation of players right now. Bullshit! A lot of players have left already. Anyway, a really strong foundation of players right now, and our biggest objective is to driving ongoing engagement with our community. Now, the good news is that we have our best in-game content coming still. Our next event on February 19th will be the biggest, we believe, our biggest and best in-game development, and it's going to have significant updates across all modes, and we're looking forward to see how that lands and resonates with the community. Oh, it all depends on what you give us. If you give us a whole bunch of stickers and all that kind of shit, and you don't give us the real meat and potatoes, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think, I think I speak for the rest of the Call of Duty community when I say that we really don't want to eat potato chips for the rest of our lives. We need our steak and potatoes. We want our spaghetti and meatballs. We want our dessert here and there. You know, we got to have the stuff. We got to have a good enough amount of food. We want our chicken. We want a little bit of everything. We need variety, but we need the variety that counts, man. We don't want to be eating potato chips, nothing but potato chips and all that kind of shit. I mean, come on. So, yeah. So let's just see. This upcoming update, which is again their biggest one yet or whatnot, or their best one yet, this is crunch time for them, and they got to make this happen, or else. I mean, how many players? I don't know exactly because we don't have a player count. The only ones that know for sure is Activision and Treyarch themselves or whatnot, but we don't have a player count. And the thing is, we don't know how many players have left this game, but we do know that a significant portion of players have left this game for one reason or another, or a multitude of reasons or another, or have also left the mode that they usually play. Like, for instance, there are players that usually play multiplayer, and then they've either gone to Blackout or they've gone to Zombies, or vice versa with all those modes. Thankfully for them, Blackout kind of saved their ass. Obviously, there are people out there that have complaints about Blackout and all that kind of stuff. I think the biggest complaint that people have about Blackout is the fact that it's not free to play, at least not permanently. So we'll see what happens in the future about that. But again, don't forget, we're talking about Activision here. But anyway, let's keep it going here. So the thing is, you got to read between the lines when it comes to these articles, you know. And obviously, as the president of Activision, you know, this guy's not going to say anything bad about his company, or else all of a sudden he's going to be relieved of his position. I don't know exactly how that works, but whatever it is, whether it's a board of directors or whatever it is that's in charge of all that, you know, they're basically going to vote him out if that keeps on going or whatnot. And they're also getting rid of, they're downsizing or whatever it is, or whatever the proper term is, 8% of their higher ups or whatever it is, and focusing on development. So that's like 800 people without jobs or whatever. I don't know if it's the higher ups. I don't know if it's former devs and former dev members and bringing in new dev members. I don't know. But whatever it is, it's 8%, and they're going to focus more on the development. So the way I'm looking at it is they're getting rid of some higher ups or whatnot, and are basically going to put that money or whatever it is into development, I guess, which means hiring more people to join the dev teams, so that way they have some more manpower and hopefully more communication, like they kind of say in the article. But as I stated while I was reading the code, I guess you guys can see where the bullshit is coming from, at least in my eyes. Again, I don't want to be pessimistic, because again, this is the game that I play. This is the game that I enjoy, sometimes more than others. I mean, I wish I could say I enjoy it consistently, but I don't always enjoy it consistently. But for the most part, to me personally, Black Ops 4, some of you have even said in the comments section, like, the game is an overall failure if the base, if the base game is good, then you should have nothing to complain about, or something along those lines. I'm paraphrasing here. But the thing is, look, this is 2019. You know, this needs to go beyond just the base game. And on top of that, as I've mentioned in previous videos, the base game itself is not consistently good. And that's where the problem lies. If the base game was consistently good, then we would have something to kind of go back and forth on. But the thing is, it's 2019, and by 2019 standards, and by what other developers are doing and stuff like that, for a AAA game that always makes, you know, top 2 selling games of the year, either number 1 or number 2, I mean, it's still underwhelming in terms of what they're providing, and especially with that damn Black Ops Pass and everything else. So, but anyway, guys, I just wanted to kind of give a little update and thoughts in terms of what I read from Charlie Intel. So let me know down in the comment section, do you see what I see? Do you think I'm full of shit? Do you think I should wake up with a hard-on and fall off my bed and land on my dick first and break it in half? Let me know down in the comment section. And as always, guys, if you enjoyed this video, let me know. And if you didn't, let me know what I can do to make my videos better. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.